Hey everyone, so I'm coming to you from my bathroom today. My kids are out of school, so we decided to take the day off with them. But of course, they're out there and here we are trying to work today with Leslie and I. So today I thought we would do a little bit more strength building exercises for our core as well as our legs. So let's just start out with our feet maybe about 3 feet wide. Turn your toes out a little bit, and let's go ahead and inhale our arms up overhead, gaze up, and exhale, sink your hips down, bend your knees. Inhale back up, and exhale down, and inhale up, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale up, and exhale. On this next one, I'm gonna just place my hands on my hips and stay down like this. Look down at your feet. Make sure that the knees stay right above the ankles. Tuck your tailbone slightly under to engage your core and feel your core engage right through here. And feel your rib cages pull down, and as you're sitting here like this, you should be able to feel your quadriceps or your thigh muscles engage, right? And as you feel that burn, I want you to lift your right heel up and place it down. Left heel up and place it down. Right and down and left and down. Right and down. Left and down, right and left. And you should be feeling this in your core as much as you do in your thighs. And both heels up and down slowly. You should really be feeling this in your thighs as I do. And in my core, tuck your tailbone slightly under. 3 and 4 and 5 and back. My thighs are shaking. Let's inhale our arms up as you wiggle your feet back together and down. Inhale up and exhale. Let's go ahead and take our feet maybe shoulder width apart. And let's go ahead and sink our hips down. Well, before we do that, let's extend our arms forward like this. Level with your shoulders. Place your arms out like this and then sink your hips down. And as you look down, make sure that the knees stay above your ankles. And this should be a lot of work. Tuck your tailbone slightly under and pulsate up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come all the way up. Okay, and I'm gonna come to the back of the mat. And I'm going to go ahead and inhale my arms up overhead. Exhale, I'm going to fold down and just wiggle my hips side to side by bending alternating knees side to side. And then I'm going to walk my hands forward all the way down and then place or come high up on my toes and lift my heels up as I shoot my tailbone up toward the ceiling and bend my knees and extend, doing a little squats in a downward dog position. For this, making sure that if you do have weaker upper body strength, that you're actively pushing through all 5 fingers and the palms of your hands, actively engaging your shoulder girdle muscles, really pulling the navel to the spine, flattening effect in your abs. And then play with this a little bit and just sway your hips side to side, getting that stretch into the hips. And breathe. I don't know where you guys are, but here in Georgia, our temperature dropped about 10 degrees today. I'm always cold, and it's super cold over here for us. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to gaze forward between my hands. I'm going to place my right foot forward between my hands. Turn your back foot in slightly. And come up into what I call, or what we call, Warrior One in yoga. So in this position, I want you to square your hips forward, raise your arms up overhead, and bend into this knee. And making sure, again, that the knee stays in right over your right ankle. Arms go up, bend, and back. And 2, and back, and 3, and back, 4, and back, and 5. Hold, gaze up, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to place my hand on either side of my right foot. I'm going to place my right foot back, lower down, nice and slow. Pull up, engaging your core. Push back into child's pose. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up into down dog and sway your hips again, side by side. Nice and slow. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go ahead and bend your knees down, doing a little squat in our down dog, keeping our whole shoulder girdle activated. 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Push back. Gaze forward between your hands. Turn your right heel in slightly. Place your left foot forward between your hands. Come up, making sure that the left knee stays right over the left ankle. I'm going to go ahead and try to square my hips forward and come into this warrior 1. Gaze up, bend into this left knee, and straighten. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and back, and down. Lower my hands, pull the left knee back, lower my knee down, keeping my elbows close to my side. Pull down, pull up, keeping my core engaged. Push my hips back, tuck your toes under, lift your tailbone up. And then with the squats, touch your knees and back. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. And come onto your hands and knees. Let's go ahead and do cat and camel. Inhale, lift up. Tailbone to the ceiling, sinking your belly toward the mat. And exhale, tuck and scoop your tailbone under, really pulling the navel to the spine. Inhale up. And exhale. Pull in. Inhale up. And exhale. And I'm going to lift my knees up, push back into down dog. Right foot forward between your hands. I'm going to gently lower my left knee and come up. Those of you who have knee pain, I would urge you or recommend that you place something like a padding below your knees. And always make sure when you're pressing down onto this knee that you're not doing it directly over the kneecap, but you're on the it's called a proximal, but more towards the top of your kneecap, kind of taking the load off that knee and making sure that you keep that knee safe, that you're not jamming that kneecap into that joint. Hinge back, and as you do so, bring the right toes up. Try to keep your pelvis square as much as possible. Chest forward, opening, and keeping a nice open posture. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, come back and hinge forward. Palms down on either side of the right foot. Tuck your left toes down and lift that knee up. Push the right foot back. Down dog. And gaze forward. Left foot forward this time. And then lower your right knee down. Same exact thing. Come up. Open up and gaze forward as you push your hips forward, stretching into the right quads or thigh that we worked really hard today. And take a deep breath in and exhale. Sink deeper with every exhalation. Ease your body into it. Hands on either side of the left foot. Hinge back from your hips as you bring the toes up. Square your hips, chest forward, open your chest, keep your navel to the spine, squaring your pelvis. Take a deep breath in and exhale. It's really tight here. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Come back. Hands on either side of the left foot. And left foot or right foot to meet the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Grab the opposite elbow with the opposite hand. And just sway your hips by bending the opposite knee side to side, side to side. And loosen the whole spine down toward the floor. Hands on either side of your feet. Sink your hips all the way down. And come facing the front. I hope that this mic is not messing up here today. Place the soles of your feet together and sit up nice and tall. And if you are tight in your hips, you might have to raise your hip bones up. You can use a yoga block or a blanket or even a pillow. Doesn't matter what you use. Sit up nice and tall. Hinge forward from your hips or lead with your chest. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. One more, take a deep breath in and exhale. Come to a tall seated position. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would love your feedback. Please request any type of yoga or exercises that you might personally need so I can get some ideas and help you to meet your needs as well. So look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll see you guys next week.